Joining me on my second Stress-Free Bookkeeping TV episode. Today I just wanted to say thank you for those who attended the last one, and if you are here, please comment so that I know that you are, and then if you're watching the replay, thank you very much, and also you can just comment and I can get back to you in the comments later as well. So that out of the way, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Dawn Clevisall. I am with Stress-Free Bookkeeping. I help business owners by making the accounting portion of their business effortless. The clients that I work with don't have to do that part of their business. I have it set up so that it's really easy for them just to really continue doing things the way that they like them done, and then I take on the back end of that. I also have some programs online, a QuickBooks training program. I'm coming up with a subscription program and stuff like that. So there's lots of things going on that I talk about in my Facebook group. So if you get a chance, the Facebook group, let me pop that up for you. There. That's how you can join the Facebook group. But I just wanted to get on this broadcast today and just give you a little bit more information about me and how I got started. So I've been bookkeeping for almost as long as I can remember now. It seems like a lifetime ago that I had other jobs. I had fun jobs. I was an archaeologist, and I was also a zookeeper at the Wild Animal Park that's in San Diego. So those were really fun jobs. But they didn't really lend themselves to me having a family, which is something that my husband and I were really looking forward to doing. So we went ahead and decided that I should take a desk job, which at first I was a little bit weary about because I really liked being out in the field and doing things outdoors for my job. But I was really lucky because the first company that I did bookkeeping for, I was trained by an amazing accountant. She was just on top of everything. She was really a wonderful person to learn from. At that time, when I was at that job, I got pregnant. Yay, finally. We'd been trying a long time. Again, with the archaeology, it was just too stressful and really hard on the body to be out there digging all the time and then trying to get pregnant. It just didn't work. So that finally happened, but then I ended up having the kind of mommy guilt. I don't know if any of you guys have had this, but I felt really, really guilty leaving her at daycare and going off to work. So at that time, my sister, who was living in Arizona, said that she would watch her. So we made the move to Arizona, and when I got there, I was working for a multi-million-dollar company that worked with Sam's Club and Walmart, just a lot of retail. But then on the back end, we also had, what would you call it, like the radio ads that you would call into, and then you'd order that way. And that was really actually fun for me because I really like the accounting part. You know, I really like getting into the numbers and getting in there. And when you have a huge programs running like that, you have to like painstakingly go through each line of every deposit and everything that comes into the account. And I really learned not only how to do that very well, but also about all of the different merchant processors and how they worked and which ones would, deposit one way and which one deposit a different way. So that was really fun for me. But while I was there, I was seeing that even business owners who have a lot of money misspend it and can really get themselves in trouble. Now, the people that I was working with, it wasn't a big issue for them because they did have money, and this was right before the market busted on the housing market, and it was really an interesting time because when you have money, it turns out they will let you go negative like crazy. They don't care because, well, you're paying all the fees. I think at one point, looking at it, we could have paid another employee to work for us for the amount of bank fees that were paid. So that's a boon for the bank. They didn't care. But it really got me thinking about all these businesses that don't make it. And the statistic that in 5 years, it's like only 20% of the businesses, even if that might even be high, are still going strong. So I really wanted to help people more than just the one business that I was helping working there. So I did start my business. This is actually my anniversary month, and it's 11 years now that I started my business. Now, I didn't just jump straight into working for myself. It would have been nice, but you kind of have to build up to that. I think at a certain level, you have to build your comfort level with presenting yourself to people and helping other people. And so I remember my very first call that someone called me to see if I could work with them. I was at work and I remember, I gotta take a break, and running downstairs, and we had this really beautiful lake that was by our office, and I just sat there and I talked to this really wonderful lady whose son needed help with his business, and I ended up working with them, and they were my first client. And you just got to do what you got to do. And I would bring my laptop to work with me, and I would answer emails or do whatever. It was this was kind of pre-cell phone. My husband and I were late adopters on using the cell phone technology because we didn't really want people to we didn't want to be at someone's beck and call. Like, we have to answer. So if you ever call me, you probably won't get me straight away because I don't carry it, even though I have it with me. If I go out run an errand where I need, safety reasons, I should have it. But otherwise, on the weekends or whatnot, I try not to carry it around with me because, as I'm sure all of you know, it becomes really addictive. You're like checking it, scrolling through your feeds all the time. So I try not to do that. So this was the pre-cell phone age, and I didn't have one that I could text emails and such. So I would bring my little laptop, and on my break, I would open my laptop and work. And that's how I got started. And again, it's been 11 years since I did that. And then, then I got pregnant again. And when I went out on maternity leave, it was really, really hard to come back and work for someone else and leave 2 babies now for someone else to take care of, even though it was my sister. I just didn't want to do it. And so I returned to that job for really, I think maybe a month and a half. I just had a weird thing appear on my screen. I'm going to see if I can change this to make this go away. Oh, okay. Well, hopefully you guys are seeing me. So I didn't go back to work, and I just did a lot of networking and found a bunch of clients, and I've been working steadily since then. So this is, like I said, my 11th year. I'm finally doing video. I think it's been about 6 years that people have been telling me to do video. But, it's one of those things where you have to be comfortable, and I actually really enjoy knowing that I can help people more than just my little group, or more than the 20 or so clients that I run every month that I can actually help you. So I am a certified professional bookkeeper. I'm a QuickBooks Pro Advisor. I'm certified with Xero. I don't think I said my name. My name is Dawn Clevisall. The business name is Stress Free Bookkeeping. I also have Stress Free Biz Academy, which is where my classes are currently. But I also wanted to talk to you about a mistake that I made and how easy it is, especially when you're starting out. Maybe not even just when you're starting out. When you're doing something for yourself and you have this vision of how it's supposed to be, and the things that you want to get done, and then someone doesn't see your vision the same way that you do, or they react in a way that just can completely throw you for a loop. So this is what happened to me. So I don't remember if it was before or after I had that my first client call, but I remember very clearly that I had the training for my bookkeeping. I had their form letters, like send this out to all the businesses, and so I made all these letters and got my logo down, and I got pens, and so I stuck pens in there, and put the letters, and I remember I was in such a hurry that I didn't even put like a return address on my mailing. I just wanted to get these things in the mail. So I remember pulling up to work, and we had one of those big communal mailboxes in the front, just shoving it full of all of these mailings, and just with high hopes and expectations, and really super excited about what this was going to mean for me, that I was going to be able to help these people, and that I was going to be able to actually be home and work from home. So it was like so exciting. Put everything in there. And then a few days later, I actually started to get some phone calls, and it was just the most incredible feeling at first. So, unfortunately, when you mail post 9/11, when you send out mail and you don't have a return address on your envelope, they will send it to San Francisco, I think, or Sacramento, either one of those, to be processed by hand. So what happens when they process something by hand like that, that has a pen or something in it that's bumpy or bulky, it changes the postage. Now, I didn't know that. I thought I put enough postage on these things, and I mailed these out, and hey, please contact me. But my first phone call was this really nice lady telling me, hey, I had to pay for the postage to receive your mailing. Like, aghast. Oh my gosh, I can't believe this. How many of these did I send out? And then all these people basically got a bill from me for the postage if they accepted the mailing. But that wasn't the worst part. That wasn't, I mean, obviously I felt bad, but that wasn't the part that made me feel like I'm giving up and quitting. The part that really, it was like still so hard to talk about because it was so stressful. But not everyone was nice, like that lady who called me. So I had at least one gentleman that I can think of. I know it was more than one, but the one that really sticks out in my mind, call me up, and he's yelling at me. How dare I? Well,